Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. They're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 25 yards that time. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get this down to the 10. That puts him in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get...
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. James Robinson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. On the return, here's a dangerous Cordero Patterson. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up first and 10 at their own 28-yard line. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now this one was running back out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. If I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 43-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
19 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Open man is QT, complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Demario Davis there on the stop.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky. That's complete right around the 8. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Cordero Patterson. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. On play action, they'll throw. They'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 45. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Chicago. Kiki QT, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A gain of 37. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Back to the ground. It's Kamara. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Patterson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
On first down, Trubisky. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And they'll wind up getting this with all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there at 22.
First down, Bears.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. I will remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. They put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown, but that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. First of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Lets this one rip toward Graham. And that's caught inside the 35. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 54 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches. Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Bears 17, Saints 14.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
On the pickup, it's second and 8 at the 33-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On third and short, they'll try option left. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here comes the Bears punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 10. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Monte Nicholson picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And getting this just shy of midfield and spotted at the 49. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
At the 49-yard line.
Back to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. On third down, he'll drop to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle. And then they have to rethink their plans on fourth down.
That's the we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. A 10th carry for Kamara. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
At the 26.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That'll go a 16-yard gain as they pick up the first. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Josh Jones. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
It's a pickup before, and it'll bring up second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run with Patterson. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. On third down, Trubisky. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
And the Bears first down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Saints 14.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Did they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
And it brings up third down.
On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Kiki QT with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bears will extend their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Bears 24, Saints 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Being chased out left. Pass incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. They run. It's Kamara. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Eli Apple. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the
touchdown, Chicago.
The ball carrier.
Tariq Cohen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this two shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the first. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
The ball carrier. The tackle made by Monte Nicholson. 4 yards on the pickup.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
The 45-yard line.
Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. An explosive 38-yard pickup. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
End zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Forced out to his left. That's complete right around the 8. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints get a bit closer. Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2. They'll turn to Kamara. They'll try and run it up the middle. But he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Now it's Patterson. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I'm going to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right. Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On second down, here's the option. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. First down, Henderson, and he'll get this one down to about the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On second down now, it's Craig. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They're going option play on third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs. And sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He connected on his first, this for 41. And Santos yanks that one a bit. No good. Wide to the left for Santos. And this score will stay right where it is. And that miss should just about right have finished in this one.
Yeah, they needed 2 scores, and they needed that field goal there to be the first one and still give them an opportunity. But now, with the time left on the clock, I think this one's about finished.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And down he'll go at the 25. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line. Today's final score, Bears
a lot of
31,
scoring. There's no
Saints
doubt about that
22.
in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Chicago, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.